So what would be a business area? Business area, let's talk about business area. So business area is nothing but a branch or a product division in the branch. So in our case, we have divided. So it can be a branch or product division in a branch. Okay. So what we have done, in our case, what we have done is, so we have XYZ, right? XYZI. So in India, we have defined two branches, correct? One is for AP and one is for uh, Hyderabad. So one is for AP and another one is for Hyderabad, HY. Now, so we have two branches, and my company, my company in India is manufacturing trains and also cars, correct? So know, if I want to know whether my AP trains are running it profit or not, or whether the Hyderabad trains division is running into profits or not, correct? What I will be doing is I'll be creating a business area. Okay, I'll be creating a business area for this branch and for these trains. For example, let's also, we need to decide the naming convention. So by seeing the name only, I need to understand so how so I need to understand this particular uh, naming convention is related to AP trains. So how we can accomplish this? Now business area is a 4 digits alphanumeric key. Okay, so I am allowed to create the business area code in 4 digits. Now, so how I can uh, design the naming convention? For example, I'll take X, which is my XYZ limited. So XYZI and XYZU starts with X. Now AP, so AP branch, and T, it is for trains. Or else instead of X, you can take I. I means India, my Indian company code, and my AP branch and the trains division. Okay, like this, by seeing this only, you can understand the particular uh, code object. Okay, in the same way, in the real time, the clients also divide will propose some codes which can be which they can understand. Okay, in the same way, I AP C, which means it's a car division, correct? So in the same way, I can go for I, HY, T, I, HY, C. Now, so for this company code I have done, and I have also in another company code, right? So other company code is XYZU. It's an US company. Now what I'll do? So in US, where you have the companies? In New York and in Chicago. In Chicago you have, correct? Now you have these two branches in this particular company code. Now, let's design it. So it is USA, correct? I'll be designing it as U, and after that in USA, it is situated in NY, New York, and what division? It is a trains division. In the same way, U, NY, cars division. U, NY. It is not NY, right? NY is over. We'll go for CH, trains division. U, CH, cars division. Okay. Now, how many business areas you will be defining? You will be defining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 business areas. Business areas. So The same way for cars division. Okay. Now, now how many you will be creating? The total is 8. Okay. 4, 4. Now what would be the name here? Business area for AP trains. Okay. So this is for HY height. Let's say height. But for this is for NY. This is for Chicago. Okay. So this would be the description of your business area. Now, so business area for AP cars. In the same way, AP cars, this is HYD cars, and this would be NY cars. This is CH cars. Okay. So what is our main object before doing the configuration? So we need to know the steps, correct? And the data should be ready. The data should be ready for your configuration. So now what we are doing in the real time also, you do the same. First, you will get the data. You will get the data and how the data need to be created and what will be the naming convention of the data and what would be the code and what would be the description. Suppose, see, I went to the business area. So in the business area, when I'm clicking the new entries, I can input it. That's all right. So to input that, I'll be creating the data before only. So now I can just copy it and I just paste it here. Click on enter, right? So instead of going to the system and you are giving the business area and after that giving the description. So it is like if something got wrong, so it will be again you should go from the start, from the scratch, correct? So the best way is to write everything in your Excel and copy paste it. It would be very simple that way. Now save it. I'll be saving to my enterprise structure transport request. So the definition is done of the business area. And now what is the fourth step? So before that, for business area, let me tell you the table. So the table would be what is the table would be TGSB. TGSB. Okay, TGSB. And what would be the technical name? The technical name would be GSBER. Okay. So if you go to this table, you can access that. Okay, you know how to go to the table, right? You will go to the SC69 and access the table. So what is the fourth step? The fourth step is to define functional area. So before going to this functional area concept, I am in the business area, right? Let me also go for the consolidation business area and do this step. After that, I'll be going to the functional area step. Now what is consolidation business area? What is consolidation business area? So consolidation business area is nothing but to get the data of the business areas in consolidation form. For example, in our case, what we have done. So we want all the trains, right? So all the trains would be one consolidation. We'll be creating one consolidation area for all the trains. For all the trains, we'll be creating one consolidation area. And after that, in the same way, I'll be creating a consolidation area for all the cars. Correct. Now, for cars. Okay. So what is consolidation area is when I call this consolidation area in the report, okay, in my custom report. So currently there is no report where you can access the consolidation business area. So we can develop a custom report with the consolidation business area. Once you run this consolidation business area, now the system will in turn go to this consolidation business area table and see assignment table and see what and all you have assigned in that table. Now it will pull all these consolidation areas which you have already, or all these business areas which you have created. Correct. So now what we'll be doing is I will be defining only two consolidation areas. One consolidation area is for trains and another consolidation area is for, let's take this. So two business areas. So what would be the consolidation area for trains? Let's take XYZ. For XYZ limited only, we are creating the consolidation XYZT. Okay, this is for trains. Control D. Now, now we have another consolidation where we need to do and where the XYZ limited want to see XYZ limited want to see the consolidation of the cars. Correct. Now, so they should see the cars, whether this car product is running into profits or losses. Now let's go for XYZ. Instead of T, we take C, which is for cars as a whole. Now, how many consolidation areas I need to create? Only two, right? This is for the assignment I have done. So we have this many. This many will be assigned to only one consolidation area. And this many business areas will be assigned to this one consolidation. So how many consolidation areas I need to create? How many consolidation business areas I need to create? One and two. So these are the two consolidation areas I need to create. So what would be the names of that? That would be this and this. Okay. So now my data is clear. My data is already there in the Excel, and I just now need to copy and paste it. That's all. So consolidation business area, I'll go to new entries and I'll just copy and paste my data. That's all. Enter and save it in your transport request. This is the best way, like in respect of you are going to the particular configuration and giving it manually. Copy and paste is the best way you can do it. Okay. So yeah, to summarize, let's stop the session now. And tomorrow there is a very interesting topic, which is functional area. So how you will be using the functional area, we'll be discussing on how many departments are there, and so why the functional area will be used, and how you will be creating the cost of sales account, like how we'll be activating the cost of sales. So to use this functional area, right, a cost of sales need to be activated. Then only in the master data, the functional area field will get enabled to the inputs, so that in the report, when you call a particular functional area which is linked to a particular department, then the costs and sales of the particular department will come in the report. So tomorrow we will be analyzing so how the report works and how we can see the reports. Okay, so once you understand this concept, after that we'll be going to define we'll be assigning it. Okay, we'll be assigning what and all we have defined, right? That will be assigning. And after the assignment we'll be going to the we'll be going to that preparation phase. So in the preparation phase, what we'll be doing, we'll be defining our chart of accounts, correct? So we have two company codes, XYZ and XYZU. So for the two company codes, what we'll be doing is we'll be creating one chart of account. Okay, so we'll be creating one chart of account. So I will be creating the chart of account. After that, the chart of account. So what account groups we need to create it. So what and all for assets, liabilities, expenses, incomes. So assets, how many types of assets we have. So like for that, we can analyze how many groups we can create. So that we'll be discussing in the tomorrow's class.